welcome back, Stealthpelt here. Today I'm on this server that I currently co-own. Jacob is the one who named it, otherwise known as Silver0034. This is actually the same server as some of my very old videos, Basin PvP. However, that world was that world was deleted due to some lag issues, and we also missed a payment on the server, so yeah, we had some problems. Currently, I am in my house. Well, at least this is my spawn point. Bed's gone, but I set my spawn point here nonetheless, because people like to come up here and troll me. Now, probably wondering, how the heck do you get up here? Because I don't know about you, but let's come out here. I don't see any ladders. Well, other than those, but those don't count. This is my storehouse. It's where I'm starting to slowly move stuff up here. But this is my big build. It is a massive ring in the sky, basically my space station. Now, this is my little storehouse where I'm starting to move things, yada yada. But the way to get back up is stand off to the side a little bit so you can get close to the ladder, but not too close or else you'll bash your head and come back down. And then press the button. Maybe without food. Press the button. Press button. There we go. So basically, I use slime blocks to launch myself up here. That's access to the roof. Yeah, there are some other people on. So basically, like the other server, there are other players on. Currently, these may be some different people than what you're used to. Jonathan and Dalton. They are slightly new compared to when I did the Basin. They have come on later than that. But nonetheless, they're good people and they are very good builders. Now, they've stuck to kind of a classic or, well, they're kind of industrial a little bit. But currently, this is my base. This area is a work in progress. It's a biodome, so to speak. So I want to get crops up here, essentially. I might put another one here and another one over here soon, but I currently have so many materials, and I'm probably going to have to go get more anyway. So essentially, I just want to do a little bit of recording on the server. I should probably give you a tour. As much as I want to work on that, I probably should tour the place. So this gigantic ring, this lovely website I found called Plots Modelware. I'll link the website in the description, and it is actually very useful. I suggest going over there and having a look at their work because it's very useful, and they've put a lot of time into it as far as I can tell. It's a nice website. Well, anyway, what we have here, usually there's a flying machine, but I've left it down just in case people want to come up. But since there's slime blocks, you can land safely on it. So what I usually do is I will sprint jump into the corner. And I'll fall all the way down to my surface base. I'll bounce a few times, wait for that to come down to a reasonable height, about there, and move to the side. From here I can just run over here, hop down. Well, this is my surface house. I have some basic resources in here. My base of operations. Not too much. I really don't hold on to a lot of my stuff. I'm not much of a hoarder on this server. My donkey's in here. I don't know why. This is my brewing room that apparently has snow on the ground. Yeah, someone trolled me the other day and left a whole bunch of snowmen lying around. I have a shovel. I have a water bucket. That'll work better. Ugh. Yep, even with water. Thank you. Alright, so this is my brewing room. I haven't really done much with it lately. I haven't even really brewed in... Oh, let's scroll off that. I haven't really done much in the way of brewing. I left a whole bunch of stuff in here, but a lot of it's left in the bio chest. Tried being organized, having the same amount everywhere. And over here, more snow, great. basically this is like my logging area. I have a whole bunch of logs here. Dang it, knock the flower. Ugh. So this is just like a little decorative area for logs stacked, which I believe these are spruce, I want to say. Yeah, spruce. And a crap ton of roses, because why not? I had a lot of bones, so I just used a stack of bone meal on it. This is my little town. On top of that, that's a little teleporter over to Jonathan's place. He built it himself, and then I, being an admin, made a command block that could teleport. Now these are my custom villagers, which respect the server's currency. I do a lot of work with slime blocks, as you can... Let me go over here. As you can see with this machine, so to speak, hard to tell, but I do a lot of slime block work. This flying machine can go up and down. Some of the basic engine designs that I learned came from what's his name? Cube Hamster, the guy who worked with Stealthpelt to make Missile Wars, which I have a video on. You know, over here, yep, that command block just summons them. I have this, which is a reference to another series you may know. It's by Captain Sparkles, the Minite series. And what I've done here is I've created this thing that allows me to stick a sword in the ground. And basically it's an armor stand, which is just has its arm positioned in such a way that it can put the sword in the ground. We move further down to more of my builds. The courthouse. This wiped out my entire gold store to make. But basically the idea here is if there are some issues on the server, someone's not agreeing with someone, we can actually do a trial. So we have this little cage here for the accused, and we can oops, sorry, that's open. We can lock him in and, you know, open it up if we find that it's okay. And basically we can have judgment on him. Now here is I still need to clear those out. Evidence, so people can put books in here, or say check my house or something. I can fly over and create it or something like that to look at it. And the defense, you know, the person's being accused can put a little book in here. And the buttons give you books. Get rid of that. Blech. Now, what these doors on the side are for is for voting. So, don't agree with something. Let me actually come back here and set up a poll. So, it doesn't appear yet, but basically what goes on is I can come in here and say we're voting on somebody's life. You know, I think he's guilty, so yay, he should die. Or no, maybe not. Yep, Dalton's saying nay, so I could come in here and I could say nay. So we have one vote nay. John, what do you vote? Come on, Jonathan. It's a simple question, yes or no, for no purpose whatsoever. Alrighty, so he votes yay. Alright, so what we've come down to is that we've voted yay on the death of our supposed person. So now what can occur is essentially what I have is a whole bunch of systems back here. This will strike lightning to all of the armor stands within a radius. Currently here there are about 50 invisible armor stands. Alright, so essentially with the armor stands there, I have an execute command that can strike that area with lightning about 50 times in a second. Now it's nice and all, but usually doesn't kill him, especially with my double health here, which I'll explain in a second. So what goes on is basically, oop, yeah, I can't access this. After that, they're on fire, but that still doesn't really kill them. So there's a wither effect that they're given so that they can wither away in the in jail like any other person. Now, during this process, keep inventory is turned off. It's usually on. So essentially everyone would be safe in here whilst that happens. So that when they die, they wouldn't lose their items. So the person in here would die. Their items would drop for whatever purposes. They might be burnt or sold to the public, auctioned off. Essentially, the whole point is the person who does the action is supposed to carry their items with them, so that that when they die, their items drop on the ground, and so they pretty much lose what they value due to their actions. Now, again, it's supposed to be a democracy, so we might do something a little closer to, say, the American thing where it's 2/3 majority, rather than, say, 1/2 or something like that. Well, that would be 2/3 majority, but still, say it's 4 people voting, have to be at least 3 say yes. Now, on top of that, besides killing people, we could also do voting for, say, we want to implement this or we want to do this, or just vote in general for something else besides Minecraft. This has actually come in useful. Also, the whole point is that these side doors basically allow you to hide what you choose from the accused. That way, they don't know who to go after